Try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose! He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Good evening and welcome to the Nastic Cranston High School West, another edition of Rhode Island High School Boys Basketball on Fans Only Sports Network, presented by Precision Home Lending and RR Elite Recruits as the Cranston West Falcons take on the South Kingstown Rebels. Matt Jolis in the broadcast booth with you this evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's take a quick look at the lineups as they stack up. Coming in for the South Kingstown Rebels, 8-10-0 overall, 7-8-0 in Division II this season. This is the only meeting this season between the Rebels and the Falcons. It's Luca Prodigo, along with Deshaun Kirby and Ryan O'Rourke, Tom Leonard and Derek Moffitt on the back side. For the Cranston West Falcons, it's going to be 5 straight wins for the Falcons. They've gone 7-4 since New Year's. They line up with Anthony Veltri, Marcus Chung, Hudson Carvalho, Jamian Aponte, and Nick Massey. As the season ticks to its close here for the Falcons, just 3 more games after tonight. Falcons vying for a spot in the postseason. If things continue to go the way that they've gone, up, and up, 5 straight wins for the Falcons, they'll find themselves talking about the postseason without question. So 8 minutes to go on the clock. We'll play 4 fast-paced, fervent quarters of high school boys basketball. Aponte, O'Rourke for the tip. We're up and underway as O'Rourke gets that one back to the 5 of Kirby. Tonight's game is brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Remax, the Alba Group, the LaPointe Insurance Group, and Michael C. Lima, attorney at law, as Jamian Aponte sweeps that one away. Marcus Chung for Aponte. Long distance attempt from Veltri came off the iron. And an outside shot for Prodigo. And it's a 2. And quickly back the other way, Veltri. So trading buckets. Prodigio and Veltri is then the 54 of Sword taking a shot. And running out of real estate there was Sword, so Chung will start this one out. Marcus Chung in the corner for Aponte. And a little bit over top of that one. Too much mustard from Jamian Aponte, who had a hot hand during the second half the other night for the Falcons. Might need it again tonight as a 3-ball from Sword. 5-2. SK over the Falcons here early. Carvalho underneath, foul called. Be the first foul of the game, and it's called on the 20 of O'Rourke. And it puts Carvalho at the line for 2. Rolls off. One more shot for Hudson Carvalho. Rolls off again, and it's recovered by SK. Kirby. Sword. Back up top for Kirby again. Sword from the corner. That one airballs right into the hands of Anthony Veltri. Veltri quickly across the timeline for Chung. Holds. Veltri in the corner. Now Chung again up top. 20 to shoot for the Falcons. Still plenty of time to work on the floor. Chung goes inside. Floater. Can't get it to bounce off the backside of the iron. Kirby for Prodigio. Sword. Kirby. From the top of the key, goes in the corner. And a long three ball from Prodigio. He hits it. 6-point lead at 8-2. 3 gone by. Floater ball inside Nick Massey. So Massey brings it to a 4-point game. Sword from the corner. That one's off, recovered by Carvalho. Carvalho to Chung, long distance, looking for Massey, couldn't connect. Four and a half left to go here in the first. They try to go distance to Kirby in the corner. This one's going to go over Chung the other way. Prodigio stepped over top. Sword. Off of the back side of the iron for a recovery from Aponte. Long distance outshot to Veltri. Trying to go up in the end. One is Hudson Carvalho. So Carvalho will get one for a chance to bring it within one. Got it. Sword blocked away by Carvalho, and then Aponte. All right, call Jamie and Aponte for the foul. I'll go to the line for two. Hits the first. Gets the second. A 3-point lead for SK. That one will go out of bounds. They'll say off the hands of Massey and SK ball. Prodigio. Kirby for Sword. Long distance from Prodigio. And a three. Fast break for the Falcons. Jamie and Aponte. Falcons trying to keep it close at 13-7 here. 2:45 left to go in the first. Chung, Veltri. For Marcus Chung in the corner, has to do a little bit of dribble step. Chung driving baseline, continues baseline, steps out of bounds. There'll be a turnover and an SK ball. Up and in from Sword. .155 left to go here in the first. Chung. Long distance from Veltri off the iron. Recovered by Aponte. Goes up. Can't get the roll. Veltri's going to come down with it and get hit on his way up. They're going to say before Veltri went up, it was a push from behind. So it's going to put the ball on the floor. 1:43 to go, and the Falcons will have the inbound. Massey, Chung. Carvalho to Aponte inside, comes back out for Veltri, 3-ball, hits the iron. Recovered by Carvalho inside, he'll get the foul. Giroux gets called for the foul. Fourth foul of the quarter for SK. Carvalho can't get the first. Can't get the second one either in the recovery by the Rebels. Baseline play. And they're going to call a foul on the Falcons.
Foul number 10, Justin Padalano, is first.
Justin Padalano is going to get called for the foul, his first. Only the second team foul on the Falcons. As O'Rourke inbounds that one at the charity stripe with Sword. Sword's going to drive this one inside the lane. That's going to go off the front of the iron. And Aponte is going to come up with that one for Chung in the last minute to go here in the first. Deep shot. Will not go, and a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call an illegal on Hudson Carvalho.
His first, team third.
Giroux, Sword. The final seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Giroux hits that one. Aponte in the corner drives through. Aponte off the board. Recovered instead. And South Kingstown, 17-9 after the first. We'll take the quick break. You're watching Rhode Island High School boys basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
Game On mouthguards. Game On mouthguards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
Back for the second quarter of action here on Panzoli Sports Network. As Marcus Chung gets things started for the Falcons. Aponte from the corner. Got it. Jamie Aponte went for that shot right before the end of the first quarter. Had it hit off the iron. Goes for it this time and gets it. And on the other side, Falcons are going to get whistled for a blocking foul. Kennedy Arias is going to get called for his first. 4 fouls each. Stretch out pass for Aponte. Arias up inside to Aponte. Falcons have it to a 3-point game at 17-14. Considine out of bounds. They're going to say off of the Falcons, so SK ball. Drive in by Prodigio. Bring your zoom back a little. Bring your zoom back a little, because you're getting cut off. Can you come back? Yeah. Okay. Off of the 10 of Considine. Falcons will get the inbound. Padalano for Chung. Zarella. Inside for Aponte. Spins back. Gets the roll. Falcons have it back down to just 1 at 17-16. SK led by as many as 9. Sword inside for Mana. Aponte has the recovery. Chung gets a flyby, and then as Aponte goes up, he's fouled. Fifth foul on SK for the half. And Aponte at the line for 2. We'll miss the first one. And I have one more. Misses the second one, and it's brought down by Sword. Still a 1-point ball game for SK. Sword strikes through. Can't get that one recovered by Padalano for Chung for Aponte. A little too far. Marcus Chung out here trying to play football on a basketball court. Not exactly working in his favor. Leonard. As he gives that one off for Manas. Shrew. Inside and a little floater from Leonard. Stretches out to a 3-point game at 19-16. Big 3-ball from Ryan Zarella. And we're tied at 19. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Manas. Inside, rolls off. Aponte's got it and comes down hard. And the foul is going to get called on Leonard. It's his third already, and a timeout called by SK. Coming up on Fans Only Sports Network this weekend, a double dose of college hockey on Friday night. Rhode Island Rams taking on the Stony Brook Seawolves. That game Friday at 7, and then the Salve Regina Seahawks against the Suffolk University Rams in Commonwealth Coast Conference hockey action Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Fans Only Sports Network. Uri and Salve both victorious last weekend. As the season coming close to a conclusion for both sides, Uri looking for a spot in their conference playoffs, especially with the ACHA tournament in the backyard this year. Salve looking for a spot in the Triple C tournament. Giroux, Manas. Off and Aponte. For Veltri. Slows it down for a second, speeds back up through the center. Veltri spins one off the glass. Falcons have the lead for the first time tonight at 21-19. And 10-second violation called on Giroux. So Zarella inbounds to Massey at midcourt. Massey tried to float one. That one gets picked off by Kirby. Prodigio. Guarded by Veltri, guarded by Massey, finds a hole. Misses that one for Kennedy Arias to tip back. And Zarella to Massey. With Veltri chasing, does not work. Veltri intercepts that one. Over for Zarella. Zarella's boxed. Somehow fights through, and that one ended up just going off the iron. Kirby. Giroux. 2 and change left to go here in the first half. That one got tipped by Arias. Aponte came down with it. Veltri. Floater, no good. Gets brought down by O'Rourke. Prodigio. Double teamed. Tried to send it to Kirby. Came back. Inside was O'Rourke. Nowhere for him to go. They go baseline. Ball's free. Comes back up. Sword. And 3 seconds called. Final 2 to go here in the first half. Aponte goes up and the foul will get called. Team 7th puts him in the bonus, but Aponte was shooting, so it's going to be 2 anyway. Aponte missed the first. He'll hit the second. Stretches the lead to 3. Kirby blocked away by Carvalho. Sword. They circle that one back for Shrew. Prodigio. From the top of the key off the iron. Will get recovered by SK. Sword had a handle on it, got it inside, and that one will be whistled dead. And a hold is called underneath. Carvalho's second, just the 5th foul. Veltri steals that one. Will lose it on the end line, and they'll call SK ball. There's a sub Kennedy Arias for Carvalho. Final minute to go here in the first half. Aponte will come away with that one. A 20-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Arias, Aponte steps in between, dishes out. Chung inside. Drops for Aponte, who rifles one up. 5-point lead. Sword, nothing. And a rejection from Kennedy. Arias gets called for a foul. And I'm trying to figure out where that one ends up coming from. Because from our angle, it looked like Kennedy Arias had all ball. Unless Sword's arm is made of leather. That slap sounded a lot like leather. Sword hits both. It's a 3-point lead for the Falcons. Long distance, and that'll be the end of the half. 24-21 Falcons over the Rebels at the half. With 16 more minutes of exciting basketball left to come. Coach, can we get John real quick? 2 seconds. Jump in really quickly with head coach James Sylvester. James, how was the first half for you guys? You were down a little bit, and then you came back all of a sudden. Now you're up 3 going into the half.
They're fighting back. We're playing tough. South Kings is doing everything we expected them to do. We're trying to slow them down a little bit and, play a slower pace of a game. We're struggling offensively. We're turning the ball over way too much, but we've played pretty poorly, and we got a 3-point lead, so hopefully we can find a way
Jamie
to play better.
Napontek's hot for you guys on the boards right now.
He's doing fantastic. He's the best player on the floor, and he knows he's got to go get it.
Look forward to the next 16. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to send it to break. You're watching Cranston West basketball on the Fans Only Sports Network.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Darling, darling, I'll turn the lights back on now. Watching, watching, as the credits all roll down. And crying, crying, you know we're playing to a full house. No heroes, villains, one to blame. While wilted roses fill the stage, and the thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece, but in the end, for you and me, hold this show, it can't go on. We used to have it all, but now's our curtain call. So hold for the applause, oh, 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 and wave out to the crowd, and take our final bow. Oh, it's our time to go, but at least we stole the show. 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 Darling, you know that we are sold out. This is fading, but the band plays on now. We're crying, crying, so let the velvet roll down, down. No heroes, villains, one to blame. While wilted roses fill the stage, and the thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece. Our lines we read so perfectly, but the show, it can't go on. We used to have it all, but now's our curtain call. So hold for the applause, oh, 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 and wave out to the crowd, and take our final bow. Oh, it's our time to go, but at least we stole the show. At least we stole the show. At least we stole the show. At least we stole the show.
Second half, 24-21. Falcons over the South Kingstown Rebels. And it's going to be Rebels ball to start. Kirby, O'Rourke, Prodigio, back to Swart on the other side. They come up top for O'Rourke inside for Kirby. He's boxed out, try to float one back. They do for Leonard. Falcons by 1 at 24-23. Veltri, Chung, Carvalho. Veltri for the top of the key. Inside from Massey. As Massey got boxed out, Chung thought about it from very long distance. Comes back with it again. This one's going to get tipped away by Kirby, headed the other way. He'll float one up and in. And the lead has been erased as the Falcons now trail by 1 at 25-24. Today's game brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Michael C. Lima, attorney at law, Remax, the Alba Group, and the LaPointe Insurance Group. Chung inside, drives for that one, back from Massey, got it. Falcons back to the top for 2. Or 1, my apologies, at 26-25. More Falcons basketball action tomorrow night as the Cranston West girls team will be in action. You can catch that game right here on Fans Only Sports Network, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Fans Only Sports Network, your home for Cranston West Athletics. That one is an air ball, a push from behind. Called on the play as Aponte was trying to get it. They're going to call Swart for a shove from behind. It's his second, team's first of the half, and it gives the ball to the Falcons underneath. Veltri driving through, and they're going to call a foul. So Kirby gets called for his first, and that one's shooting, so it puts Veltri at the line. Hits the front end. Will not get the back end, though. And that one will get recovered. Prodigio. Tried to go underneath for Leonard, and that one lost in his wickets. Falcons ball. Chung. Tried to go inside for Massey off of his hands and out of bounds. Falcons came into tonight's game on a 5-game win streak, 7-4 since the turn of the calendar into 2023. And from the bottom of the pack to the middle, and talking about a possibly very good playoff seeding, they're going to get a jump ball called, and it's going to go benefit to the Falcons. Carvalho getting on the floor. SK, on the other hand, has had the up and down season, 7-8 in the division, 8-10 overall. And find themselves in the bottom pack right now. This one's going to get the members roll. for Veltri. 5-point lead for the Falcons. Aponte got that one to poke. And they're going to say off of Aponte's hands. And out of play. Long ball from Rourke off of the glass. First putback attempt, second putback attempt by Sword, no good. Came down for Chung. Marcus Chung will slow things up for the Falcons. They work diligently inside of the final 4 here in the third. 3-ball Anthony Veltri. Second straight 3 for Veltri, stretches the lead. Up and in goes Leonard. Chung. Veltri. Corner for Aponte. Thought about the 3. Goes back up top instead. Veltri will charge the baseline. Gets the foul called. He'll go to the line for 2. O'Rourke gets called for the foul. It's his third and the team's third of the half. Aponte to the line for 2. He misses the front end. Gets the second one to roll. Seven-point lead for the Falcons. Chung. Aponte. Chung's going to slow this one down, drives the lane, floats one up, can't get the roll. Kirby. That one's taken away by Veltri. Veltri spins. Veltri has that blocked away by Kirby and taken away then by Leonard. Mishandled, out of bounds, SK ball. Timeout called by SK. We'll take the timeout as well. You're watching Rhode Island High School boys basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
2:19 left to go here in the third. 34-27 Falcons over the South Kingstown Rebels. And the Rebels will have it inbound right in front of the Falcons bench as O'Rourke sends that one to Shrew. Back out top for Sword inside the lane. And they tried to go underneath with Considine. Sword up top, an 8 to shoot. Forces one, will get brought back down. Deflection by Aponte, and that is the second time Jamie Aponte has had a rejection and gotten called for a foul.
Foul number 4, Jamie Aponte, his third, team first. Now shooting number 20, Ryan O'Rourke.
There's O'Rourke. Hits the first. O'Rourke gets both of them. And a 5-point game. Off of the hands of Sword, out of bounds. Zarella. Ball never crossed the back line. Zarella's foot did. Arias inside, and he gets bumped. Sword's third, team's fourth. Aponte up and in. Considine, not much of a place to go, has to dish to O'Rourke. 1:15 left to go here in the third. Considine, Arias got right in front of that. And Kennedy Arias, Dikembe Mutombo style, was able to block that one away. Chung fakes the three. Fakes the three again. This time it gets taken away by Prodigio. Prodigio off to the races. It'll get the 2. Still a 5-point lead for the Falcons at 36-31. Getting tripped all over the place. No call is Nick Massey. Loose ball to the floor goes Arias. So too did Sword, and it came up for the Rebels. Long ball from Giroux. Massey will slow it down for the Falcons. Shot clock off, final seconds to go here. Sweeney wants a timeout and has to take 5 seconds to get it called. We'll call a timeout ourselves. You're watching Falcons basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
36-31 Falcons over the Rebels. 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Zarella. Chung. Final shot of the quarter. Veltri. Chung up top. Will shoot it. Oh, baby, Marcus Chung! Marcus Chung from Steph Curry land. 39-31, Falcons lead by 8 to the fourth. We go. Buckle your seats, folks. It's going to be a great one from the nest.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In.
39-31 Falcons over the Rebels. Last quarter of regulation, and Marcus Chung just daggered the Rebels at the end of that third quarter. 3-ball from way downtown. Veltri for Chung. Chung will have that one roll off of the hands of Jamie Naponte out of play. And SK will get the inbound. Eight-point lead for the Falcons, largest they've had in the game. Largest lead of the game is 9. SK had it in the second quarter. 3-ball from Chereau. Zarella, Chung. That one's off the iron. That one's a putback from Veltri. Prodigio. Chereau. Inside for Considine. Chereau drives the lane, rolls off. Arias right in the face. And that one's going to come down for Jamie Naponte, and Naponte will rifle and wrestle his way out. Zarella, Chung. Off of Naponte, saved it for Kennedy Arias. Zarella from deep, off the board. Veltri, great back defense. Prodigio to Chereau. Kennedy Arias gets that one off the front of the iron, mishandled. And Considine a putback, and he's in. Chung, Veltri, Nick Massey about to check in here for the Falcons. Zarella in the corner. Veltri drives through the lane, skip stepper Kennedy Arias. Time out called by the Rebels for a 30-second timeout. Coming up this weekend on Fans Only Sports Network, double dose of hockey action on Friday as the University of Rhode Island Rams take on the Stony Brook Seawolves. You can catch that game 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then Salve Regina men's ice hockey back in action against the Suffolk Rams. Hot off the heels of their win against Western New England. You can catch that game right here on Fans Only Sports Network, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Fans Only Sports Network, your home for college ice hockey around the Ocean State. And we are pleased to be the new broadcast network of Salve Regina men's ice hockey. As we pick up the remainder of the 23 season and any home Commonwealth Coast Conference playoff games, and look forward to the beginning of a partnership with Salve Regina University Athletics. More to come. Chung is going to get that one off of the backboard. Chung out for Massey. Massey is bottled up. Can dish it to Veltri. Falcons have plenty of time to work here. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Arias underneath. Kennedy Arias floats one. Kicked away. Rebound by Chung. Veltri. 3-ball. Got it! 10-point lead for the Falcons. Largest of the game for either side. Kirby in the corner for Sword. Comes up inside for Manas. Timeout called by Massey. We'll take the timeout as well. It's going to be a full timeout. You're watching Rhode Island High School boys basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
Looking deep, looking for the side, and he finds his receiver there. King looking towards the far sideline. A great catch made and a touchdown to Lopez.
3 to go here in the first. Here's the fade, corner of the end zone, jump ball. It is caught. What a catch! Romano, he beat him. That is 6.
Down the sideline! Already! Nowhere! Opening kick! Oh my goodness!
Gone away with one man to beat. He's gonna beat him. Touchdown!
Falco down the field, wide open, Devin Lynch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hedrick. It's still going as he still can't be brought down. He breaks the tackle. Will he take it? He will. Red score, touchdown.
What a
46-38. The Falcons lead. Had it at 10, which is the largest lead by either side. Arias. Aponte inside. Three and a half left to go. Falcons back to 10. Giroux. That one got put up and it comes off the iron. Aponte diving inside as Massey and Arias try to move that one along. And they're going to call the travel on SK. Chung. Offensive foul. That'll be Chung's first of the game. Marcus Chung, one of the most fouled players on this West team, but one of the least committing fouls on this West team. Veltri, Aponte. Falcons can slow this down and take time off of the clock. Chung drives with 15 on the shot clock. That one got blocked. Arias dives in on the back side of Kirby.
Ball on number 21, Kennedy Arias, his second, team third.
Arias will get called for his second. Just the third foul out. Rejection from Massey. Beltry. Yes. Stretch it to 10. Biggest lead now at 12. Put back attempt. Marnas still a 10-point lead for the Falcons as that one came off from Beltry. Put back from Aponte. And 12-point lead again. 52-40 and a timeout called by South Kingstown. Clock ticking away, a minute 40 left to go.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Falcons lead by 12, 52-40, 138 left to go. After they trailed most of the first quarter, pulled it back in the second to have a lead by 3 at the break. It's been all Falcons in the second half. Prodigio inbounds for SK. Up and down from Kirby. And a 10. South Kingstown calls the timeout. They lead by 10.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
We're going to make a correction on timeouts here. The first timeout that we just had was actually called by Cranston West. That timeout was actually called by SK. So we actually got our timeouts reversed. Apologies on that. Falcons lead by 10, 52-42. 1:30 to go. Chung. And that one will be out of bounds. Modest. Prodigio for 3. Put back by Sword. And going to the floor hard was Beltry, and a timeout called. This is called by Cranston West, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. Falcons 10-6-0, 5 straight wins, 7-4 since the New Year's. An absolute turnaround for this Falcons side. It had a little bit of an auspicious start to the season, now sitting where we all thought they could be. And with 3 games left to go in the season, still a chance to continue to climb the standings a little bit. The top of the Division II standings very packed. One minute to go. Chung, Zarella got fouled as coming across was Kirby. Actually, they're going to call on Swart, and that's his 4th. Kirby, Zarella. Did he get the timeout? A timeout called by the Falcons before he went out of bounds. Tonight's game is brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Remax, the Alba Group, Michael C. Lima, Attorney at Law, and the LaPointe Insurance Group. Back here at the Nest tomorrow night. Falcons girls basketball team in action. As always, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever social media you might have at FOSPORTZ. Follow us online. Fans Only Sports, it's fansonlysportz.com. .52 ticks. Kirby tripped by Chung. Chung's only 2nd foul of the game, 4th for the Falcons in the half. Giroux shoots it and hits it. Zarella, Aponte will lay it off the glass. 30 ticks left. And they're going to call Chung for that. .27 seconds left. Shot clock's off. Underneath, and a missed opportunity comes back for the Falcons. Chung is going to get fouled. Second foul on Kirby, 6th on SK, so it's going to be in the backcourt. Dancing around with it in the backcourt is Beltry.
shooting number 0, Anthony Veltri.
So Veltri is going to go to the line. And he'll miss that one. Final seconds to go. This one's going to go in. 3 ball from Chereau. And that'll do it. 54-58 Falcons over the South Kingstown Rebels. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to try to get Marcus Chung for a post-game interview.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot!
All right, back here on the Fans Only Sports Network post-game show with Marcus Chung. Marcus, a little bit of an auspicious first quarter start for you guys, but then all of a sudden you're up by 3 at the half.
I mean, yeah, Coach showed us that we just got to come out with energy. You know, we're on a little win streak right now, coming here at home. You know, it's a big win for us because they're right on our tail in the standings, and, you know, we really want to get that seeding in the state 20.
5 straight wins coming into the game, 6 straight now. You guys are 8-4 since the turn of the year. What do you guys do over winter break?
Yeah, we're hot right now. I mean, we've just been getting a lot of shots up in practice. I mean, you know, beginning of the season to now, you can see that, you know, our makes, you know, our three-pointers, you know, you see a crazy increase. So, you know, it's just reps. We're pushing each other, getting each other better in practice. We realize that, you know, this is our last year for a lot of our seniors.
You got a dagger three-pointer at the end of the third quarter, but talk about the play Jamie Aponte's had in the past couple games.
I mean, yeah, he stepped up big for us, you know, a junior. I mean, he's been doing it all. You know, he had a 20-point game the other night. You know, tonight he was crashing the boys like crazy. You know, he's been our energy running the court for me. You know, that pass up to him is always there, and, you know, he's actually stepped up crazy on defense too for us, so that's big for us.
Marcus Chung, tonight's player of the game. Thanks so much, Marcus, for joining us on the broadcast. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us here on Fans Only Sports Network. Falcons win it again, 54-48 over the South Kingstown Rebels. Have a great night, everyone.